Hiya, and welcome to Soulcreek. I know literally nothing about this game. um, I don't know what to expect, so let's just hop right in. By far, the greatest danger of artificial intelligence is that people conclude too early that they understand it. Why am I getting Horizon Zero Dawn vibes right now? Hiya! External stimulus detected. Conditions acceptable. Wakeup.exe initiated. Running system diagnostics. Please stand by. CPU functional. Internal hardware functional. Cognition functional. User vessel verified. Homo sapien. Young adult. Male. Critical alert. Physical trauma detected. Diagnosis unavailable. Insufficient data. Administer external treatment at the first available opportunity. Running memory drive diagnostics. Subconscious memory and conscious memory directories located. Subconscious memory operating at full capacity, scanning for data. Subconscious memory archives successfully verified. Conscious memory operating at full capacity, scanning for data. Alert, no data available. Conscious memory contains 0 files. Setup will now install user cognizance. Error, cannot complete installation of user cognizance until freewill.exe has been installed. Would you like to install freewill.exe now? Oh shit, this is still up. Let me just hide that. And now let me just...
What the fuck is happening? ADVBSFKHVFSVNW.
Oh, which one? What? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. I think I'm just gonna choose a standard option. Error. Function what the fuck is going on not found. Would you like to submit an error report? What? Um... Setup will now install freewill.exe. Please stand by. Success. Freewill has been installed. Error. Identifier not found. A new identifier for the user must be chosen to proceed. Alex.exe has been generated. Initiating. I'm awake? What's going on? I just got massive cyberpunk vibes for a second. This is too vivid to be a dream. Where am I? I can't remember anything. All I have is my name, Alex. I'm not a blank slate. I know I'm human. I have knowledge. I have instinct and thought. I've no recollection of any world outside this place, but Apples. Why are apples the first thing that come to mind? Wait, I remember something. I heard a voice. Someone was here. Hello? Hello? No reply. Hey, hey, I heard you. Please, I need help. Nothing? No, I heard someone. Hey, I know you're there. Answer me, dickhead. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Just... Let's just make this a little normal. Fuck. Hold on. Eve from Wall-E, is that you? Alex. Gah. What the? Are you alright? What? Sorry if I startled you. You called for me. I believe your exact words were, "Answer me, dickhead." Wow. Rude. What the hell is this? You can't be real. Of course I'm real, dickhead. My name is Byte. I'm an artificial intelligence residing within your subconscious. This is just some absurd hallucination, conjured by my fevered brain. You're a robot? Not really, I'm just ones and zeros. I have no body. I've been installed on your memory drive. My memory drive? Are you saying I'm a robot? Oh no, you're a human. Humans don't have memory drives. They don't? No, we have brains, flesh and blood. This is stupid. I'm in a coma and you're a hallucination, right? Is that right? Nope. I'm not part of a dream. My code is installed in your deep subconscious, and that's why you can see and hear me. My role is to assist in your cognitive functions and provide support to you however I can. I have many internal and external functions that you may call upon at any time. Just be aware that I can't access internal thought as I can your external actions. So you're like a brain butler. I'm not a butler. I'm a highly advanced artificial intelligence. Hopelessly confused, I try and recall how I got here, but still have no memory to go off of. Why can't I remember anything? Ah, right! There was an error with one of your memory drives. They're the storage units where all your memory is stored. I'm not a computer, Byte. The excitable AI support ignores me. Your conscious memory drive was totally empty. Normally, that's where your explicit psychologically forward memory is kept. Without any data on your conscious drive, you won't have any memories you can actually interpret. It'll feel like you were literally born just now. It just keeps getting weirder. How did I get here? I'm not sure. You're unconscious. I think you've suffered some hardware damage. Do you mean I'm injured? Exactly! You're not in any immediate danger, but you've lost blood. I'm definitely human then. Of course, just like I said. Then there must be something in my brain hosting you. Humans don't have memory drives. I'm pretty sure they do? I'm entirely sure we don't. What about a central processing unit? Nope. Printed circuit mainboard? No. Volatile memory chips? What the Are you saying that I have all that inside me? I'm not a computer. Or Am I? I haven't actually seen my body yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Well, then how am I here? Computer chip in my brain? Nope, didn't find any in my diagnostic. Then I'm a cyborg or like an android, a human but with robot parts? I told you, Alex, I don't know. Or a synthetic human, like a human that's been grown? I'm not even sure that's a thing. Great, he knows next to nothing. Do you know anything about the world at least? The world? Yes, the world. What's out there? Literally all I know is this coma. Come on, give me something. For a highly advanced AI, you know fuck all. Hey, don't open your SAS directory at me. I was only activated 0.3 of a second before you were. We have to make it. We have to make it a thing. I'm making it a thing. There we go. I need to bring up the performance window. I started you up, and here we are. This is frustrating for me too, dickhead. I'm taken aback by his outburst. It's not what I'd expect from a computer program. Are you programmed to, feel emotions? Dickhead is kinda my insult. Bite falters. Sorry, I learned it from you. It's just a part of my personality matrix. Your what? Personality matrix. I'm programmed to make both your language and behavioral traits to appear more personable. They're not real emotions, it's just code. I can barely decipher my own thoughts. I don't need another Alex inside my head. It's just not what I'd expect from an AI. You seem very human? No, that's just the personality matrix doing its job. Right, so why did you activate me, or whatever? I was programmed to initialize when certain predetermined external conditions were met. My first queued operation was to get your CPU up and running. When you say CPU, do you mean my heart? What's the difference? Just forget it. What kind of external conditions? If I'm reading my code right, I think it was triggered by physical contact with another intelligent sentience. You mean someone touched me? Exactly. Another person. Yes. Another human person. Quite possibly. A person. An actual human person. They could help me. I need to speak to them. Can you wake me up? Yes. I could overcharge your medulla. Your medulla with medulla? Which one? With the bioelectrical discharge. That will give you a huge injection of adrenaline and noradrenaline. Then I'll trick your neurons into stimulating a cardiopulmonary spasm. I don't know these words. A cardiopulmonary what? Did you make that up? It sounds massively painful. Most probably. Brilliant. How long have I been out? 13 hours, 7 minutes, and 52 seconds have passed since your startup. Are you kidding me? I could be bleeding to death right now. I need to get out of here. I need answers. Okay, fine. Wake me up. Okay. Brace yourself. Here goes nothing. Pain everywhere. clawing at my bones, crushing my mind. I gasp for breath, and my lungs are shredded by ice-cold air. Bites, pulmonary orgasm, or whatever the hell he called it, certainly did the trick. My chest is thumping from overstimulation. White hot agony shoots across my abdomen. My hand darts to the source. I feel sticky, bloodied bandages around my torso. My blind fumbling disturbs the wound beneath, and another wave of pain hits me like a truck. Bite, you still with me? Try to steady your breathing. In, out. In, out. I'm not in labor, Bite. I try and open my eyes, but my vision fails to formulate. Where am I? My functions are linked to your senses. If you can't see, then neither can I, dickhead. Stop calling me that. You started it. I'm arguing with the voice in my head. This is also screwed. Fuck, didn't get to read that. Steadying myself against the frigid air, I tear my eyes open. I'm in a primitive hut, lying on a supple fur-skin bed. There's a single doorway opposite me that's bolted shut. I sit up slowly, wincing in pain. Looking down at myself, I'm relieved to see a human body with olive-toned skin. I've been dressed in thin, worn-out leggings that are far too large. A thread of rope serves as a makeshift belt. My feet and upper body are completely exposed to the cold. I'm not a brawny human. I've got some muscle on me, but nothing remarkable. There are dull, cream-colored bandages tightly wrapped around my abdomen, squeezing a wound in my left side. Blood is soaked through the linen. It's so cold. My breath is misting up in front of me. That's brisk. I clasp my hands together in front of my mouth, breathing into my enclosed fists to warm them. It doesn't really help. Oxygen levels are thin. I'd say we're high, 6,000 feet at least. A mountain range. I frown, perturbed by my environment. What kind of mad bastard would want to live in this cold? Unless I'm the mad bastard and this is my home? I notice something strange. The hut seems very primitive, almost Stone Age, but there are ramshackle modern items in here too. Worn-out bulbs hang from a string wire above. A dilapidated fan heater sitting next to the fire pit. Strangest of all are the crates of old scrap metal and junk in the corner, their contents rusted and waning beyond recognition. It looks like someone raided an ancient scrapyard. Some things I can just about identify. Toothbrushes, a digital watch, several mobile phones, what I think might be a laptop, a television remote, and other things of that nature. Are they all, on screen? Can we, play Where's Waldo? It's all modern stuff, but ancient and decayed. Am I in the future? Bite, what is this place? Can you scan it or something? I can! My scanning function is integrated into your optic nerves, so try and get a good look at things. I slowly pivot my head around, hugging myself to stave off the cold. My teeth are starting to chatter. The supports, walls, and furniture are elm. The fire pit and oven is a mix of granite and slate. Everything is between 12 and 13 years old. How do you know all that? I scanned it. I told you. I'm highly advanced. Wow, that's actually pretty amazing. Although Bite's abilities have worrying implications for my humanity. I look at the electric light bulbs, the old electric fan heater, and the crates of salvaged parts. What about all that stuff? Some of that junk is centuries of old. I'm detecting a live electric current. The heater and light bulbs are both fully functional, but everything else is just ancient scrap. I frown. What year is this? Sorry, no calendar installed. I couldn't tell you. I look down at my wounded abdomen, grazing my fingertips over the bandages. Pain shoots up my side. What about this? It really stings. It's a stellate laceration. Most probable cause of significant blunt force trauma from something sharp. I definitely butchered that. Probably did, I don't know. I'm not detecting any stitches, so don't move around too much. You could cause further damage. I shiver again. Do you come with a heater? Nope. See if you can find something to wrap yourself in. I look back at the electric fan heater, noticing the wire plugged into the back of it. It's probably my best chance of warming up. I try to slide off the bed to switch it on, but something tugs at my ankle. I hear the jingle of a metal chain. I'm horrified to see my ankle has been tied to the bedpost. I tug at the chain, but it rattles uselessly against the bed. What the bite? Why am I tied up? God, I'm not a medical person, even I know that. I don't know. The chain is steel. You'll never break it. Yeah, no shit. What do I do? There's a padlock. You'll need the key. Whoever tied me up wouldn't have left me the fucking key. Try breaking the bedpost. This is crazy. I wasn't rescued. I was kidnapped. Fighting to keep my shivering hands still, I tug and batter at my restraints to no avail. I'm panicking. I can't think straight. My wounded side starts singing from all my frantic movements. I barely notice it start to feel claggy and wet. Suddenly I hear a soft thump, thump, thump from outside. Footsteps. It's my captor. They're here. I've barely time to frenziedly shuffle into a more defensive pose. I'm ready to make a hasty escape or fight for my life. Ugh, but I'm not running anywhere with my foot restrained. Where would I even run? I'll freeze to death. The doorway opens and light floods in. A blinding rush of ice-cold wind hits me. I raise my arm to protect my face. The door slams shut again with a clunk. The Spencer Caldon from Extracurricular Activities? Is that you? I don't know how to feel about him. Hang on, I'm going to do a quick comparison. You'll be able to see, but I'm going to do a comparison real quick. Hang on. Kind of looks like a furry Kratos without the kilt. I don't know how to feel about him. What the? He's some kind of canine humanoid? He's huge! I'm dumbstruck by his titanic structure. He's enormously well built and padded by a dense Arctic pelt. After stooping down to enter the lodge, he straightens out and stands at least 7 or 8 feet high. If I were stood beside this giant, my eyeline would barely reach his chest. I gape at the hound-esque features of his face, particularly the blue eyes that pierce like small cerulean razors. We make eye contact and he sees that I'm awake. The creature hits me with a vicious scowl that could curdle milk. My heart seizes fearfully. In spite of his canine characteristics, I'm still able to read his body language. He seems really unhappy to see me awake. Bite? Help? Alex, keep quiet. Try talking to me in your head. Perplexed, I try just thinking my words to Bite. Like this? Yes, I hear you. Then help me. What is this thing? Scan it. Scan it. I'm trying, but you're too worked up. It's causing latency. Calm down. That's because I'm about to get fucking mauled to death. Try deep breathing? Deep breathing isn't the answer to everything, dipshit. The husky's eyes flick up and down as he conducts his own scan of me. He steps closer. In my panic, I just assume he's keeping me here as his next meal. I'm going to get slow roasted in that cooking oven limb by limb. Get away from me! I try to shuffle away, but the chain around my ankle goes taut. In response, he gesticulates at me with both hands. I can't tell if he's signaling for me to calm down or if he's about to throttle me. He has fingers and thumbs similar to human hands, but there are supple pads on his palms and fingertips. They're somewhere between hands and paws. He takes another step. He's too close. I'm in fight or flight mode now. I said back off, you furry fuck! Rah! I bare my teeth threateningly at him, snarling like a cornered beast. The library said that books were the best weapons. I'm holding a book now. Actually, there's an even better weapon, but I'm not going to bring it out. Ugh, I got a book and I know how to use it. He just snarls back, sharp canine fangs glinting beneath his agitated upper jaw. Okay, he wants to snarl off. He could bite my entire head off it if he wanted to. Bite? Has this thing got any weak spots? If he attacks, try and get your blood in his eyes so he can't see. Useless AI. I heard that. I've completely forgotten about my wound or the lethal cold. Adrenaline is pumping through me. I have to do something. Oh my God. Which one? Hang on, let me hide this. Which one? This is fucking entertaining. Stop! Back! Bad dog! Down! Sit! Jesus Christ! Why am I like this? He lurches forward and snatches my wrist in a swipe of his bulky paw. I wince as pain shoots down my side. Oh my God. There's no way I can fight him. He's so much bigger than me. Pock. He spoke? What?
Self-voicing enabled. Pod hoc ui. Zinuma ipe. Self-voicing
Although I don't
disabled.
understand the language, I'm totally stalled by the boomy quality of his voice. I've never heard anything like it. It's gruff, candid, and strikingly assertive. Hearing it is like being doused in vicious, warm honey. For a split second, my frenzied panic is diluted by its intensity. I gawp stupidly, until he gestures at my bandaged belly with rising urgency. New patches of dark, wet blood are seeping through the bandages. All my frantic movements must have reopened the wound. In the torrent of pain and adrenaline, I hadn't even felt the pain. He remains steady, my arm clasped tightly in his grasp to keep me still. I feel the pads of his paws squeezing my muscles. He isn't trying to maul me at all. He's just staring, waiting. We remain in a stalemate for a while, glaring at one another. But with every passing second, I feel the pressure from his paw loosening. Gentle, gradual trust is beginning to crystallize. His expression softens very lightly. I think he wants to help. Perhaps I can trust him not to eat me. But I'm not dropping my guard. I'm still his prisoner. The husky seems to comprehend my body language and lets go of my wrist, kneeling down beside me so our faces are level. I clench my jaw in surrender and nod, granting him permission to help.
Self-voicing enabled. Origato udo CLA6 fork. Self-voicing disabled.
6 fork. He mumbles more alien words in his torpid monotone, then begins to unwrap the bandages. My skin around the wound is raw and sensitive. The bristles of his fur make my whole body twitch reflexively as they brush against me.
Self-voicing enabled. Pod hoc ui. Self-voicing
He
disabled.
places a paw at my side to steady me. They're quite soft, like tepid rubber. I grip the sides of the bed and grit my teeth as the pain returns, avoiding further eye contact with him. For a big brute, he's got a gentle touch, and he can talk too. He's not some dumb tribal beast, he's intelligent. If only I could translate him. I bet I know someone who could. Hey, Bite, you there? Alex! You didn't get mauled! Don't open your SAS directory at me. No shit, did you manage to scan him through all my relaxing deep breaths? I did, but there wasn't much useful information to gain from it. He's a bipedal husky, 7 feet and 11 inches in height, early to mid-30s. His coat is very thick, so he's probably lived in a cold climate all his life. See his build? He must have a very active lifestyle. Look at how he's handling your bandages. He has a dominant left paw. What is he? He's not human. No, but his muscular and skeletal structure is very similar to yours. I don't have a tail, Bite. I said similar, dipshit. Breathe through your nose for a second. Why? Just do it. I shut my mouth and inhale through my nostrils. The husky continues disentangling the bandages, obviously. Going by the scent he's giving off, this lodge is most likely where he lives. Did you just smell him? Using my nose? Yep, my functions are linked to all your senses, not just your eyesight. Look, he tried to speak to me earlier. Can you translate him? I'm not sure I have that function. I can do a quick search of your subconscious drive to check. Yeah, do it. Just on the one-off chance, you know? Alright, bear with me. Bite disappears from my peripheral vision. Meanwhile, the husky's snout is pointed down as he focuses on peeling the last few linen wraps from my torso. I'm starting to feel the cold again. I glare enviously at all the thick Arctic fur enveloping his shoulders and neck like a blanket. Huh, this is the first time I've really looked at him closely. Despite his sheer size and brutish demeanor, he has really soft features. Okay, if he's a husky, he probably sheds a lot. So if he ever unties us, we could just like go around his little shed, gather up all like the shed fur, and like knit it into a very warm coat for the winter times. Watching him work silently, I'm starting to feel less tense around him. He's just a huge, great fluffy hound. Were the situation different, and were he a touch less grouchy, I'd almost be tempted to pet him. Yeah, what the hell is wrong with me? I think back to what Bite said earlier. His muscular and skeletal structure is very similar to yours. I wonder how similar. My eyes travel down to his upper body, and I catch sight of the fluffier white coat that coats his chest. I'm drawn to the various shades of white and black that make up his winter pelt. Beneath his fur, he has staunch muscles. He's really robust. My gaze creeps further down. I look at the finer details of his fur, like how it becomes ruffled and thicker beyond his belly button. My eyes keep sliding down to his waistline and further down. Yeah, seriously, did my mind have to go there right now? My cheeks flush red and I wrench my eyes away. Looks like I'm into guys then. Hey, you won't believe this. I found some translation software in your subconscious memory drive. If we install it, it'll automatically translate whatever he's saying for you. And get this, it works both ways. He'll be able to understand you. That's impossible. How? The software will modify your vocalizations to match the desired output. You won't even notice it's happening. The scanning was one thing, but this, even with Bite, it's unbelievable. Whatever, none of this makes any goddamn sense as it is, so I might as well take every advantage I have. Will it take long to install? Nope, less than a second. Alright, just do it. Okay, brace yourself. A sudden electrical charge tears through my body. I yelp loudly. The husky jerks back in surprise at my outburst. Ears splayed and teeth bared. I frantically shake my hands at him. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. It was an accident, sorry. Bite, what the hell was that? It worked! The software installed successfully. That hurt, you asshole. Oh right, my bad. Must have been a neural discharge caused from the rearranging of data. It worked though. I'm pretty great, aren't I? Call me if you need me. Smug prick. You speak Ilalian? I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's check.
Self-voicing enabled. You speak Ilalian? Self-voicing disabled.
My eyes widen. No way. I understood him. It really did work. All is forgiven. Bite, you're a genius. But my elation deflates like a pin-punctured balloon when I notice my captor's eyes drilling into mine. His potent voice is followed by a deep growl. He sounds mad. I guess? His nostrils flare. Fine. He goes back to unwinding my bandages. Okay, not exactly a talkative dog guy. The last bandage tugs at my blood-congealed skin as he peels it off. I wince through the pain. I'm finally able to see how badly I'm hurt. Just as Bite said, there's a vicious laceration in my left side going from beneath my ribs to the side of my belly button. Fresh blood oozes from the cut. The husky gently places his padded thumb against my skin a few inches from the wound. I flinch. It really feels as though my flesh has been flayed raw. Stay still. His booming deep voice calms me as he rises defiantly to his feet. The husky moves over to one of the makeshift cabinets, wrenching open the drawers and plunging a paw inside. I wordlessly watch his puffy tail swaying calmly from left to right. What happened to me? You are injured. Oh good, that clears things right up. How? I jolt when he slams the door shut with a clang. He turns back to me holding a small tin box and a brown glass bottle. He strides over to me. He strides over with the items and kneels back down beside me, flicking the bottle open. Inside is a small suture needle and some thread. Even without memory, I know they're for surgical stitches. Which one? This is nothing like Echo. So many choices. I'm confused for a second. I don't exactly trust him, and I know this is going to hurt, but letting him stitch up my injury is better than bleeding to death. I try to straighten my back out and give him room. Thanks. Quiet. Aren't huskies supposed to be friendly? And also, aren't huskies supposed to be, like, so talkative? He should be screaming right now. The husky pops the cork off the glass bottle and pours its contents onto a cloth. The pungent stench of alcohol makes me gag. He presses the alcohol-soaked rag against my raw, open flesh wound. White-hot, blinding agony tears through my side. Ah, fuck! Quiet. Tears are literally forming in my eyes. I'm gripping the side of the bed and fighting off convulsions from the pain. I wish you'd done this shit when I'd been unconscious. He starts piercing my skin with the needle. The pain eventually ebbs to the point where I can think straight again. Where are we? Home. Okay. My eyes stay locked onto my wound while he works. I don't remember anything. Tell me what you are. Sorry? Tell me what you are. I'm human? His snout flicks right up at me. He looks baffled. Human? Yeah? He's giving me a really suspicious look. His ears are splayed backwards and his tail is gone still. What? With a snort, his muzzle tips back downwards and he resumes the stitching. Be still. I am being still. So what are you? He loudly ignores me with the flick of his ears. I've just never seen anyone like you before. I mean, I've seen dogs, but... He grunts sharply. Sorry, not dogs. I mean, hounds. Is that a better word? He continues to ignore me. I'm not even going to bring it up. Which one? Is this one of my life? No. Okay. I should really learn to shut my mouth. What I mean is, I'm human, so, what are you? Hound. Hound? Hound. Is Hound your name? No. Oh. I go quiet and let him work on my stitches, not wishing to humiliate myself any further. However, after a few more moments of silence, Loken. Huh? It is my name. Oh. He actually responded. Maybe he's not so bad. Nice to meet you, Loken. I'm Alex. Quiet. Never mind, he's an asshole. Loken tugs the suture thread taut and snaps the string away. He wordlessly gathers his things up and strides off to put them away. I look down and inspect his handiwork. I'm no doctor, but the stitches look quite clean. Thanks. He won't talk to me, and the way he keeps scowling at me is really scathing. What did I do to piss him off so badly? Hey, Loken, sorry, but have you got anything warm I could wear? You are extinct. I scrunch my face up at his abrupt statement. He's staring reproachfully at me. What? Humans are extinct. Tell me what you are. He can't be serious. I told you I'm human. No, do not lie to me again. It's not a lie. Humans are extinct. But since when? Many centuries. So you've never seen one? No, tell me what you are. Man, he's really stubborn. I'm a human, I swear on my life. Loken folds his arms, his baleful scowl growing deeper. It's the truth. He growls at me again. I told you, my memory is gone. I woke up here and that's it. I don't know where I am or who I am or how I got hurt or what year it is or why it's so fucking cold. His nose twitches. Please, I'm telling the truth. Loken's eyes roll. I hear him irritably grumble under his breath. Fine. He leans down to the geriatric portable heater by the fire pit and switches it on. It whirs to life and he lazily points it in my direction. A glorious rush of warm air soaks my skin. I shiver with relief, letting it bathe my cold-kissed flesh. I forget that Loken is still leering at me with his... I forget that Loken is still leering at me with his fastidious scowling. I just shut my eyes and enjoy the warm air. Ah, thanks. You require fresh bandages. I hear him move away and rustle around the lodge as I keep my eyes closed. The respite from the cold makes me realize how tired I am. The wound has made me far weaker than I thought. It is summer. What? Loken has grabbed a bundle of fresh linen bandages and brought them over to me, kneeling back down to my level. It is summer, yet you are cold? Yeah? His eyes narrow. Explain. I just am. I am not cold. You have fur. You do not? Humans don't have fur. You are not a human. Yes, I am. No. I bite my tongue to stop myself from snapping at his stubborn ass. Well, I still don't have fur, so yes, I'm cold. Loken's face softens. He stares intensely at my bare chest and shoulders, seemingly baffled by my human physique. The crude leggings I'm wearing are keeping me decent, but I'm still very exposed to his graceless stare. Hiya. Which one? Oh my god. Maybe be brave. Let him stare. It's not like I wasn't stealing glances at him earlier. I must be just as strange to him as he is to me. But he does more than just stare. I almost yelp when I abruptly feel his huge paw pads dabbing my chest curiously. Hi! He ignores me and applies a small amount of pressure to his touch. I'm almost knocked off balance by his strength. His paw pads are pleasantly malleable. It actually feels quite nice. Loken's ears bounce back as he kneads my pectorals. It's almost amusing how he has absolutely no regard for my personal space. You didn't miss a whole lot, I don't think. We woke up, we had like a huge laceration on our left side. Just casually dying, bleeding to death. It reopened the wound whenever, Loken, fluffy Kratos, showed up, and we freaked the fuck out, and he closed the wound, and now he is casually squeezing our pecs, our man-tits. He's just casually doing that. You're smooth. I guess. You're cold. Told you so. He inches his muzzle slightly closer to my chest and his nostrils flare. We don't kink shame around these parts. Did you just smell me? Yes. He's just as bad as Bite. Then again, he is a dog, I suppose. Sorry, hound. Whatever. You do not smell of rat. Okay. You are not a rodent. Did you think I was a rat? Yes. Well, I'm not. No. I'm human. No. I give up. Someone in the background. Yeah, those would be neighbors. Neighbors are like outside the door. He begins wrapping the fresh bandages around my abdomen. You are small. Well, you're big. No. Yes, compared to me, you're huge. No, you are small. Stubborn as a mule. I'm still restrained to his bed, so I shake the chains with my foot. You tied me up. Yes. Any chance of taking it off? No. You afraid I'm going to beat the shit out of you or something? I see the glimmer of an amused smirk on his muzzle. It's going to be... It's going to be just like Lucas. Wipe that fucking smile off your face. You would flee. Flee where? I have no idea where it's out there. I probably would freeze my balls off anyway. The chief will decide. The chief? Yes, she wants to see you. So there are more of you. Many. Are you all hounds or... No. Who are you guys? Do you have a name? The Draconi clan. Are there other clans? Perhaps 20 have come this season. They don't live here? Most are nomadic. Draconi are sedentary. Loken finishes applying the new bandages. He steps away, inspecting his work. Your treatment is finished. You must move carefully. Yeah, I will. Thanks. You must not reopen the wound. Yeah, I won't. Thanks. You must not attempt... I get it, Loken. I'll be careful. Do not interrupt me. I'm a little taken aback by his sudden sternness. My heart clenches. Sorry. You must not attempt to run. I won't. Jeez, he can go from calm to grouchy at the drop of a coin. As I watch him stand to his full height and to put his medical supplies away, I ponder this brutish hound. He's clearly intelligent. He knew how to treat my injury, and he did a good job. And yet, he also seems a bit simple. Maybe it's just the stiff, direct way that he talks. I'm desperate for answers about myself, but I don't think asking him about my condition is a good idea. He didn't even know what a human was. If I start talking about bite, who knows how he'll react. I'll just have to be careful what I say. Hey, mind if I ask you more questions? He exhales, irritated. You ask many questions. You don't like questions? That is another question. Cantankerous hound. Loken sighs in surrender. He pulls a crude ceramic jug from one of his shelves. He brings it over and stuffs it into my grasp. I hear water sloshing around within. Thanks. It is water. Yeah, I got that. It is for drinking. You don't say. Drink. Loken strolls back to the other side of the lodge. Ask questions. When the chief arrives, be silent. I guess? I guess? I take a swig of the water. It's ice cold. My teeth sting as it freezes my mouth. Clasping the jug of water between my two hands, I pull my feet up onto the bed and sit cross-legged, facing the grumpy husky. Okay, so are humans really extinct? How did that happen? Humans are extinct. I found you in a black zone. That doesn't answer my question. You found me where? A black zone. In Zephyr City, far east of here. That just raises more questions. I don't know. What's a black zone? Zephyr? What are you talking about? You do not know what a black zone is? No. You do not know what the Zephyr are? No. Loken gets up and walks over to me. His sheer size is no less intimidating, but I'm less freaked out by him now. He cups the underside of my chin and tilts my head to inspect me. I scowl, bemused by his brutish treatment of me. Hello there. Your memory loss. Yeah? You know what has caused it? I don't remember. It has occurred before? I don't remember. You remember nothing? I barely remembered my own name. I don't know anything about black zones in Zephyr. He lets go of my chin with a grunt. The husky stalks back to the opposite side of his home, leaning against a post with arms folded. The Zephyr lived in great cities of stone and steel. They had machines and used technology. That sounds familiar. They are now extinct. Centuries ago, they fell to ruin. It was called the Cascade. Everything ended. The Zephyr ways have been forgotten, but we salvage what we can from the ruins of their cities. I missed the end of the world? Damn! Although without any memories, the revelation doesn't hit me as hard as it should have. All I can think about is where I fit into all of this. The mystery of my origin grows more urgent with every word he speaks. So the Zephyr were all human? We do not know. Well, what caused the cascade? We do not know. I scowl. The world literally ended and nobody remembers how. Many believe the black zones are involved. What are they? Cursed lands where demons roam. I lean forward, my interest immediately enraptured. Did you just say demons? Yes, creatures that appear during the cascade. The clans must avoid the black zones to survive. We live and travel between them. Some black zones cover only a small valley, some are countless miles. All that remains of the Zephyr are inside the black zones. In one old city, I found you. And the black zones are full of these demons? Yes, they cannot leave the black zones but are deadly. They hunt and slaughter us. They twist the mind of their prey. The spirit of the demon is housed in metal, glass, and wires. They evoke fear and... Wait, wires like those? I point to the wire hanging out the back of the fan heater. Loken grumbles. The heater is not a demon. No, I mean, you're saying the demons are machines, like robots? Loken just gives me a blank stare. You said they're made of metal and wires. Machines are not living. He's not following, but I'm starting to draw a theory from his description. But what if the Zephyr were wiped out by a machine rebellion? These demons could be these demons of his could be rogue AI. It's possible. These Zephyr he describes sound like a technologically advanced society, perfectly capable of progressive robotics and artificial intelligence. I don't think Loken knows what AI is, though. His culture seems very primitive. Try asking him very clearly. Loken, are these demons artificial intelligence? The hound gives me one of his bilious scowls. They are spirits within metal bodies. I mean, are they computer programs? Do you have computers? He just stares at me. You don't have AI? You are talking nonsense. Yeah, he hasn't got a clue. Looks like science has been forgotten. If you have the same knowledge of technology as these clans do, which is to say none at all, and you saw a crazy killer robot, you'd probably assume it was a demon too. If we tell them about you, they might think you're one as well. Agreed, but we still need to find out how we got here. I suddenly realize Loken is frowning. I must have gone abruptly quiet whilst talking to Bite in my head. Sorry, it's a lot to take in. How did you find me? You were inside a glass pod with a ruined Zephyr within a ruined Zephyr structure. You were unconscious. Sounds like a hibernation pod. What did it look like? Large, steel with glass, ovoid in shape, of Zephyr design. I attempted to open it and pull you out. I could not. A demon was present. I had to be fast. I smashed the glass and pulled you free. The glass was sharp. He points at my injury. I bandaged the wound swiftly to stop the bleeding. I carried you back here. The journey was long. I placed you in my home when I arrived. You were weak. I went to my chief and told her of the furless creature I'd found. She wishes to see you herself. When I returned to my home, you had woken up and reopened your wound. You required further treatment. It doesn't tell me much, but it's something. Well, thanks for getting me out of there. I considered leaving you. I do not trust you. Oh. Charming. Here I thought we were warming up to each other. Loken's brow perks up thoughtfully. But I have never found anything like you. Perhaps you are important. My chief will decide. All that really matters is that I'm not dead, I suppose. I tilt my head and look behind him at the boxes of modern junk he's keeping in his home. You like collecting stuff from Zephyr ruins? I am a black runner. A what? A black runner. We hunt in the black zones for salvage, remnants of Zephyr society, supplies, materials, or technology. We bring it back to our chieftains to be repaired and used, or traded with other clans. We also guide the nomadic tribes around the black zone borders safely. You scavenge in the black zones? What about all the demons? Loken nods, his gaze turning somber. It is hazardous. A black runner acolyte must be trained in body and mind. It is not always enough. We are becoming infrequent. Loken gestures at his boxes of junk quite proudly. I am one of the most senior black runners in the mountains. Zephyr salvage is invaluable. All clans desire it. They believe it is spiritually sacred. Working Zephyr technology is priceless. There have been violent wars between clans over functioning remnants. Imagine that, treating all these moth-eaten everyday objects with some kind of religious reverence. What about your heater? Did you find it in a black zone? I did. It was in good condition. I repaired it. And the light bulbs too? I'm surprised you have electricity. The Draconi clan controls the Great Barrier Dam in the north. It gives us power. Looks like the tribes aren't quite as primitive as we thought. Aren't the lights in the heater really valuable? Why did you keep them? They are mine. As if I've just threatened to steal them, he bares his teeth menacingly at me. Wow, he's really possessive of his stuff. Just like a real hound. Okay, I just thought you gave everything to your clan. I claimed these. They are mine. I frown at him. It is the Black Runner's right. We can invoke it whenever we wish, as payment for the task we undertake. Our right grants us ownership of any piece of salvage we find for life. Once invoked, that item is ours. Even the chieftains cannot take it from us. The right is absolute. Why not just claim everything you find? Then I would not be a good Black Runner. He looks back at his pile of salvage. Most clans accept any salvage from the Black Zone, but my chieftain does not accept junk. She is particular. What do people do with the stuff you guys bring back? If it is functional, it is used. Otherwise, it is traded. We do not know what most of it is. The Zephyr wastes have been lost. The old knowledge has been forgotten. Link to VN. Let me post the link real quick. Hiya. Yeah, let me post the link real quick. That's crazy. You risk your life for this stuff and you don't even know what it is? Loken grumbles thoughtfully. I follow his eyeline to the revered pile of complete junk. Not all of it. I actually recognize some of it. The pieces that aren't total scrap anyway. Well, it looks like you've got an old electric toothbrush there, I think. Or it was? It's pretty messed up. His head swivels around to me, brows furrowed. Explain. The plastic thing, in that crate there, it's a toothbrush. Loken's face tightens, as though he just sniffed an intruder. His eyes dart from the crate of junk and then back to me. Did I just offend him? Oh, sorry, this stuff probably means a lot to... Before I can finish apologizing, he takes the decrepit toothbrush from the box and thrusts it determinedly in front of my face. It stinks. It's covered in centuries of rust and grime. There's no way it still works. I try to hide my disgust in case I accidentally offend him again. Identify it. What the hell's gotten into him? Like I said, it's an electric toothbrush. Looks really old. That bit there oscillates when it's switched on. He blinks at me. I blink back. Loken drops the toothbrush back into the crate and frantically picks up the next random piece his paws find first, shoving it in front of me with the same urgency. Identify it. That's, I don't know what exactly. It's a circuit board. Well, half of one. It's broken. You have no memory, yet you know these items? Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Zephyr were my people. I mean, they sound like... Wait. Loken silences me with a growl, his ears flicking upwards. Outside, I hear 2 pairs of heavy footsteps getting closer. The chief has arrived to see you. Say nothing. Loken moves towards the door. Loken, wait, what do I do? Be silent. My heart begins racing nervously again. What if she's even grouchier than Loken? What if she wants to make a slave of me? What if she decides to have me killed? Loken fixes me with the final pointed look before opening the door. I'm blasted by the freezing mountain wind again. I shield my face. The heater's warm glow is smothered by the rush of cold air. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Oh my god. Oh my god. Loken is built different. Okay. Like near the beginning of the month, there should be a bunch of updates releasing. So do those. Okay. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Stay safe. Have a good night. And I'll see you all tomorrow.